Alrighty guys, so today we are doing Italian sandwiches. So the Italian sandwich is one of my favorite sandwiches to actually eat, and then two, it's one of the easiest to actually make at home. With that being said, we're gonna go right into the ingredients that is needed. So essentially you'll need good quality bread, which is sourdough here, which is what I've chose. Butter, dried oregano, pepperocini peppers or any kind of banana pepper will work. Garlic, red onion. Then you'll need some Parmesan cheese. The fresher the better. That grated stuff is not the best, but fresh Parmesan is definitely the way to go. Provolone cheese, pepperoni of course, salami, and you can also add ham or any kind of turkey to that. I have chosen turkey today just because I really like the flavor. And then of course, last but not least, Italian dressing. From here, we're gonna go right into the prep work. Actually, sorry guys, one last thing that I forgot about here, which is one of the most important parts because it's just so delicious, is your grated fresh Parmesan. So grab a cheese grater here and take whatever amount you would like, but just get a decent amount. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. So essentially what happens with this is all we're going to use this for is after the sandwich is cooked, we're just going to sprinkle some fresh Parmesan on top just to add some extra flavor. Alrighty guys, so now we're on to the prep phase. The very first thing I want you to do is grab your 1 clove of garlic. Don't make it a small clove, make it like a medium to large clove. Because what we're going to do with this is we're actually going to be making a garlic butter for the actual bread itself to cook in. So with that, grab your large clove here. And then what you'll do is grab your knife, and then with that you press down just like that. Then get all of the skin off of your garlic. So make sure it's absolutely clean there. Okay. And then what you'll do is if you will find a garlic press if you have one available to you. If not, I'll be making a video on how to chop garlic pretty finely, which will help out a lot. So you have your garlic press right there. Now before we press the garlic, make sure you grab your butter, and just a small cup will work. So grab a spoon. Grab a decent amount of butter, not too much. So essentially just like a grilled cheese sandwich, you're going to get enough butter to butter the bread in which you've chosen. Now once you have your butter cup there and your garlic, so go ahead and press. There we are. Grab a knife, and any excess of that garlic just scrape into the butter. So from here, you'll grab a spoon and just mix that in as good as you possibly can. Smash it around. So essentially what you're trying to do is make a garlic butter, right? Okay, so that's good. So once that's good to go, go ahead and throw it into your fridge. There we are. And from there, we'll move on to the onion. Alrighty, so you got your red onion. You can chop your onion however you like it, but for this particular sandwich, I like mine to where I can put these little strips of onion on mine. So from there, go ahead and peel those out just like that, push through. So now we have enough onion that we can put onto our sandwich. Not saying all of this is going onto it, but just have enough to where you can, make it how you like. So we got our onions ready, our garlic butter, and then I'll move that aside. So grab any plate, and then what you'll do is layer it on as if the sandwich was already made. Our salami goes right on top. And the amounts will differ from each person, so just put on how much, whatever you like will work. Grab your ham or turkey. In this case, it's turkey. So we have our provolone. I bend mine in half there, just so we're not overusing. And then, so you've got provolone. And then what I like to do is, you see this other piece here? I put it on one side, lift up, so you have everything that's about to go on your sandwich. And then this is the bottom piece of the actual sandwich here. That cheese there, lay it right on top. And now that's good to go. All right, so our meat's good to go. Then from there, it is time to do our bread. So we have our garlic butter rather, that we created earlier. So we've got that right there, okay? So it just adds an extra flavor to it that is just absolutely killer. Take one piece there, of course, and just spread it along, just like a grilled cheese sandwich, of course. I like sourdough bread a lot because it actually gets decent heat and it actually just has such a great flavor and just such a great crunch when you cook it correctly. All right, so that's good. And then do it again, of course. There we are. Good. All right. So that's looking good. There we are. Okay. I'll set that aside. From there, we have everything prepped and everything is good to go. So from here, we will actually go into the cooking phase. All right, guys, so now it's time to cook. So with that, essentially what you'll do is you will put your stove on medium heat to a little above medium heat as well, so it gives you a little bit more control. You don't want to burn your bread, of course. So if you've ever made a grilled cheese sandwich, this should be foolproof. That's why I love making the Italian sandwich, because it's so easy to do. All right, so we're gonna let this warm up for a little bit and then we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so it looks like the stove is ready to go. So we're going to lay our first piece of garlic buttered bread down. And you should hear that sound, right? That's when you know the heat is high enough to actually cook something. And then we're gonna take our pre-built sandwich right here and just lay it right on top. Okay. From there, what you're gonna do is grab that dried oregano, put a little bit here, and sprinkle it on to whatever preference you have. Now with that, we're gonna grab our red onion. Just lay that right on top. Grab our peppers here. There we are. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now we've got that going. So we're gonna let that cook here, and then once you have that on, you will put your top bread there. Now we're gonna let that cook a little bit here. So at this point, you should actually start to smell the garlic become a little more aromatic. So I think this is ready to flip. So let's take a look here. Oh, yeah. Perfect. All right, so as that's cooking on the other side, grab some grated Parmesan and just throw it on top. That heat's going to actually cook down the Parmesan into the actual sandwich itself. And then one thing I like to do as well is take some additional Parmesan, throw it on the bottom of the plate that I'm about to put it on. Because as you rest, that bottom piece is still hot and is still cooking. So once you lay it on there, it just adds additional flavor there. So it is starting to move as well. Got a little bit more time. We'll remove it from the pan. Make sure you turn your stove off. It's time to take a look. Alrighty guys, so it is time to cut into this bad boy and see what we've got here. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah. That looks amazing. So of course, some Italian dressing. You can drizzle it on, put it in the center, whatever you want to do here. I'm going to put a little bit over the top. That is an amazing, easy Italian sandwich right there. Right? Absolutely perfect. They're absolutely killer. All right, guys, so now it's time for of course, the best part of everything here. My God, how good that looks. Yeah, you got the garlic, the Parmesan. It's amazing. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely killer. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you liked what we had for you, feel free to like and subscribe to our channel here at Yum Yas, and we look forward to seeing you guys. Thank you.